Revelation chapter 10. We are now down to the seventh trumpet. You remember that in the seventh seal, the seventh trumpet judgment came out of it. And now we're going to find out that in the seventh trumpet, the seven vial judgment is going to come out. Revelation 10:7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he had declared to his servant, the prophets. And we talk a lot about the mystery of the church. And we get this all mixed up with other mysteries in the Bible, not the one just in Ephesians. And he says that the servants, and we are not known as servants, we are known as the body of Christ. The servants reference the Jews. Turn to Amos chapter 3, verse 7. I hope that Amos is in the Bible. Amos chapter 3, verse 7, we will find these words exactly. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. What he's prophesied in the Old Testament is going to be finished at this time. We are not living in the prophecy age. We are living in the mystery age. Prophecy is not being fulfilled today. I know you hear it all the time. This is happening, and they get all these prophets together and say, why is this? It's not prophecy, y'all. Prophecy is for the Jews. We are now in the Gentile age. In the mysteries, let's turn to Matthew chapter 13, verse 11. And Jesus is speaking here. The disciples asked him, why are you speaking in parables? I know we get everything all mixed up. We say parables make things plain, and we say Revelation make everything unplain, confusing. Well, let's see what Jesus has to say. He, Jesus, answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So he spoke in parables that those who were not his would not understand what he's talking about in the kingdom of heaven. Take a look at Romans 11:25. I'm pointing out some places here where we have the mysteries. And by the way, the word mystery means secret. These are things that God, he planned them at the beginning, and now they are being told to us now. For I would not, brethren, that you should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceit. That blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of Gentiles be come in. Israel is now blind. At the time when the end of Gentiles come in, which will be at the rapture, then the Jews will be dealt with as a nation. But right now, the Jews are dealt with as individuals, just like we are. You get in church the same way, and in the church, there's neither Jew nor Gentile. Go back to Revelation chapter 10. Verse 9 and 10. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. And it's bitter, but be in your mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Remember last week we talked about this angel that had his foot on the sea and one foot on the land? And he said at that time, no more delay. In other words, God is not going to delay any longer bringing vengeance to those who had killed his servant. Now, that's not nothing different about that. Let's take a look at Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3, 1 and 3. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thou to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then I did eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. The Revelation, John sees that this is what's going to happen. It was sweet, and then he looked at the seventh vial, and it became very bitter. You got a chance now to eat of the roll. Last week I was coming to church. I thought I was late, so I was moving along a little fast. And I got too close to a car, and the buzzer went off. And I ignored it. I got closer to the car, and all of a sudden the brakes came on. Just as if I had stepped on the pedal. I didn't know what had happened, then it dawned on me what had happened. The Toyota has an anti-collision. Some of you are going to be anti-collision when you hit hell.
Well,